Hi, I'm David McMahon, First Vice President of the National Communication Association, Program Planner for this year's convention, Communication at the Crossroads. Joining me today are NCA President Kent Ono, Second Vice President Roseanne Manzik, and Immediate Past President Star Muir. Now, we want to welcome you and provide you with information about the convention, information about your involvement with NCA, and provide you with a preview for next year's convention in Seattle. Now, of course, we're completely virtual this year, but the same phenomenal scholarship you've come to expect from NCA remains. And given the virtual format, you may even be able to attend more sessions than you usually do. And even though we're completely virtual this year, the annual traditions of the convention remain. This year's special convention is aptly titled Communication at the Crossroads and is dedicated to examining key issues in the discipline. This year's opening session is Mental Health Issues at the Crossroads, Intersection of Health and Society. And another tradition, the Arnold Lecture, will be delivered by Tom Nakayama, whose presentation is The Challenge of Global Whiteness. And then the NCA Presidential Address and Awards presentation will provide an opportunity to honor this year's winners following Kent's presidential address, Civic Activism and Social Justice, Leading NCA as Through Change. Now, a particular challenge with the virtual format is ensuring the opportunity to visit and engage in discussion. Rest assured, there'll be opportunities to do just that. And the NCA Evening Playlist, initiated by Star at his convention, continues this year. You'll have an opportunity to engage in Zumba, guided meditation, and the first ever NCA costume and dance party. It should be a lot of fun.
Thank you, David. I'm going to share how to create your convention schedule in NCA Convention Central, which will allow you to easily access session content. To access NCA Convention Central from the NCA website, natcom.org, click on the Convention and Events tab and select NCA Convention Central from the drop-down menu. That will take you directly to the site. To view the online program, you don't need to be logged in. You can click the Convention Program tab. However, to add sessions to your schedule or view Zoom links or uploaded content, you will need to be logged in and registered for the convention, so it's best to start with just logging in. If you have not registered, you can do so on our website, natcom.org/register. You need to log in using the same email you used to register for the convention. While registration is free for NCA members this year, a separate registration is still required, and only people who have registered can view Zoom links or uploaded content. So your username will be an email address. You can view your schedule by clicking the My Schedule tab. The schedule will be pre-populated with sessions linked to your account. The day of a live session, you can visit the My Schedule tab and easily access the Zoom links by clicking on the session title, which will open up a new window, and then the presentation button. So click on that, and that will launch Zoom, and you can just go from there. You'll automatically be in the session that you're trying to view or present in. If you have multiple roles in a session, for example, if you were the submitter and also the session chair, the session will be listed twice in your schedule as it is here in this example. You can add sessions of interest to your schedule by searching the convention program, clicking the convention program tab here at the top. We recommend creating your schedule in advance, so the day of the live session or when you have time to view on-demand content, everything is easily accessible to you. There are a lot of ways to search the program for sessions of interest to you. To search the program for a keyword, a phrase, a session title or presentation title, session sponsor, or just by day, click the Search Program link. Anything entered into the text search field will only display exact matches. So when searching a session title or a presentation title, everything, including special characters, must be entered in exactly as it appears in the program. For that reason, we recommend entering only a partial title. For example, instead of searching NCA opening session, mental health at the crossroads, intersections in health and society, search opening session. Anything with that phrase in the title or description will appear in the search results. You can add a session to your schedule by checking the Add checkbox and then clicking the Add to My Schedule button at the top or the bottom of the search results. Or you can click on the program title, which will open a new window. You can read more about the session, and then if it's something you want to add to your schedule, click the Add to My Schedule button. You can see all of the sessions sponsored or co-sponsored by a particular unit by selecting that unit from the drop-down menu. So if you're interested in sessions from the Health Communication Division, select that division as the sponsor, co-sponsor, and then change the search results to include sessions and presentations to include just sessions only. And then click search. And these are all of the sessions sponsored or co-sponsored by the Health Communication Division. There are two types of sessions in the virtual convention, synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous means the sessions will be presented live via Zoom. We recommend downloading Zoom prior to the convention. Asynchronous means the content will be available on demand whenever you have time to view it. So you can see here, some sessions have a Zoom room and the location is a virtual event, and some sessions have the room listed as asynchronous and the location is an asynchronous event. If you have time on a specific day of the convention and want to see a live session taking place at that time, you can select the date, for example, Friday the 20th, and then select the location to be virtual event, change this include to be sessions only, and then search. And that will show you all of the sessions scheduled to take place live on the 20th. You can mix and match all of these search fields together to narrow down the thousands of presentations and sessions to just ones of interest to you. If you're interested in attending sessions that feature a specific speaker, or you're interested in seeing all sessions with a speaker from a specific institution, you can search the program by participants. The search is by first or last name. If you put the full name of the person you're trying to find, you will receive no search results. So if I'm interested in seeing all sessions that include NCA Executive Director Trevor Perry Giles, I will search Perry Giles. Anyone with that first or last name will appear in the search results, and I click on the person I'm interested in seeing more about. Click on any sessions that are of interest to you to read more about them, and you can also add those sessions to your schedule by clicking the Add to My Schedule button in the upper right. Now that I've put together my schedule of sessions that are of interest to me, I'm able to view the content easily during the convention. And that is done again in the My Schedule tab. As I was saying earlier, we recommend adding sessions to your schedule because that will be the fastest way to access sessions of interest to you at a later time. You can see in the schedule that synchronous sessions are designated as a virtual event with a Zoom room, and asynchronous sessions are designated that way. I went over this quickly before, but to access live sessions, click on the session title, which will open a new window, and then the presentation button. That will automatically prompt you to open Zoom, and you'll be put directly into that meeting. To access on-demand video presentations, click on the title of the session or presentation. And again, that will open a new window. For sessions where all participants gathered prior to the convention to record their session together, the video will be available in the session information. So you can see the video here. You would just press play and watch that video. For sessions where each individual presenter was responsible for recording and uploading their own presentation, videos will be available in the presentation information, which you can access by clicking on the presentation title. So you can see that video. Again, you would just play it right from here, or you can add this specific paper presentation to your schedule directly. And if you have found a paper of interest to you and you want to see more papers that are included in that session, you can click on the Presented During link, and that will take you back to that session information that I was showing just a few moments ago. As a reminder, to access any content, you must be logged into your NCA Convention Central account using the same username that you use to register for the convention, which will be an email address. Content is only available to those who have registered. While registration is free for NCA members, a separate registration is required, and you can register by going to natcom.org/register. The NCA Annual Convention has more than 1,000 sessions each year. If you are unsure where to start when building your convention schedule, start with the events of general interest. Access those by clicking on the Info Booth tab, and then scrolling all the way to the bottom of the page. All sessions and presentations will have a discussion board. If you have watched a video presentation, you are encouraged to leave a comment or a question in the discussion board by clicking the Start Discussion button. If you're searching for a job, check out our Career Center. The Career Center will have events throughout November, including 3 Prep Talk presentations, CV Consulting, and the Job Fair. For more information on these events, search Career Center in the online program or view them here in the info booth. We will also be offering a virtual exhibit hall this year. Exhibitors will be providing a mix of live and on-demand content, and we will have chat hours where you can text chat directly with exhibitors on our Discord server. To see those exhibitors, search the convention program in the search program link, either searching exhibit hall or selecting Exhibit Hall as the sponsor and co-sponsor. The chat hours will be held from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, November 19th and Friday, November 20th. Those chat hours will take place on Discord, where we have set up an NCA Annual Convention server to allow attendees to connect outside of sessions. An email with a link to the server will be sent to all registered attendees in November. Discord is a text-based platform where attendees can connect, share information with each other, post papers, speak with exhibitors, and much more. If you're having a lively discussion in a session and your session end time is approaching, suggest moving the conversation to Discord. You can start a channel in the sessions section by clicking the little plus sign next to sessions and continue your discussion here on Discord. All exhibitors will have their own channel, and as I just mentioned, we'll have chat hours from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, November 19th and Friday, November 20th. Post any questions you have for a specific company in their channel by entering a message down here at the bottom. If you want to connect with current or former colleagues, start a channel for your school or program in the alumni section. We've already created channels for the NCA interest groups. Post any announcements, articles, papers of interest, or connect with friends in the Discord channel. We've posted a lot of information to the Discord FAQ to help you get started on this platform. If you need more information on any of these platforms, Discord, NCA Convention Central, or the NCA website, contact convention@natcom.org. At this time, I'm going to turn it back over to the officers.
So now that we've provided an overview of the convention, Star will discuss some of the convention policies.
Welcome to NCA. As the immediate past president, I want to underscore a couple of things. Our experience this year is going to be very unique, being in an online environment. But as we know, online environments still can be a venue for harassment or intimidation or negative experiences. So we want to make sure and remind you that one of the policies that we have here at NCA is that the experience should be free from all forms of harassment. It should be safe and inclusive for all peoples. By registering for this convention, you agreed to abide by our code of conduct. So we want to make sure and remind you that harassing or intimidating communication of any kind, behavior of any kind, is unacceptable. If you need to report harassment, or you see harassment and believe it should be brought to the attention of the officers or the staff of NCA, all you have to do is send an email to codeofconduct@natcom.org. codeofconduct@natcom.org. We hope that everything is an enjoyable experience, but we also know that sometimes some things need to be brought to the attention of the association. And we thank you in advance for taking that step, should it be necessary. Let's all have a wonderful experience and be safe and inclusive as we join with other scholars and practitioners and teachers in learning how to be better scholars, practitioners, and teachers. Thank you and welcome to NCA. And now, the president of the association, Kent Ono.
Thank you, Star. Greetings, everyone. I'm so pleased you're here and are attending our virtual convention. David, our first vice president, has asked me to talk to you about how to get more involved in NCA, how to become a leader, and beyond. So to undergraduates, I want to start first by saying, of course, on your own campuses, you are likely already involved in leadership to some degree. And if you're not, I encourage you to do so. Lambda Pi Eta is one of our academic scholarly fraternities that you can join. If you don't have a chapter, you can actually start to build a chapter. For graduate students and faculty who are at the convention, we have in our governance of the organization what are called divisions, caucuses, and sections. And the first thing I encourage you to do to get involved is to attend a business meeting. Well, why should you attend a business meeting? Because there's a lot of information there and you get to meet a lot of people. Additionally, you could, if you want to just volunteer a little bit, volunteer to be a reviewer when you go to that business meeting. Almost every caucus, section, or division asks sometime during the meeting for reviewers of program proposals. And if you are a student, some units don't allow students to be reviewers, but many do. So I encourage you to volunteer if they ask. And then if you get more interested, you can run for election as an officer of a division, such as a chair, a vice chair, a secretary, a web guru, a Twitter feeder, or just the grad rep if you're a graduate student. And there are usually graduate representatives on it within these different units. If you're a faculty member and you want to be more involved, there is the Leadership Development Committee, and you can throw your hat in the ring for all sorts of different kinds of positions. All you have to do is contact one of us and we'll tell you how you can get involved based on what you're interested in. So in the end, of course, like all of us have, I encourage you to, after you have a lot of experience, run for president. Running for president, it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. And the skills that you get through leadership in the association in the NCA are very transferable and will impact your life in all of your different life circumstances, including on your job as a professor. So with that, I'll encourage you to get involved. I'll encourage you to build your experience and to ask us if you have any questions about how to do that. Thank you. I'm going to now pass the baton to Roseanne Manziuk, who is our second vice president.
Thanks, Kent. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad as well that you're here and that you've made the decision to join us for this 106th annual NCA Convention. And I hope that you have a terrific experience as you investigate all of those special sessions and all of the programs and participate yourself in many of the things that you've heard about already. My role here is to very quickly hope that you will continue your association with NCA and to get you excited and interested in what will be coming at the 107th annual convention in 2021, which will be held in the beautiful city of Seattle. And I think interestingly, Seattle is historically known for being a place of innovation and a place of entrepreneurship and a place that's dedicated to the pursuit of social justice. And of course, as we all come out of 2020 and all of the numerous crises that we've all been facing, the opportunities in 2021 in considering the theme that we'll be organizing around that I selected is renewal and transformation. And I want you to think about the opportunities to have conversations around both of those as you look forward to 2021. Renewal being a chance to resume after something's interrupted, to begin or to take up again what many of us are doing in our lives right now and will continue to do. And transformation being an opportunity to think about panels and programs that are connected to change, right? Changing the character or the condition of something. And so renewing our commitments, renewing our relationships, renewing our research, renewing our teaching, but also transforming that. So I look forward to having you contact me if you have any questions about the 2021 convention. I hope you enjoy 2020 and look forward to seeing you in Seattle that will take place November 18th to the 21st. And the deadline for submissions will be in March of 2021. So thanks. And now I'll kick it back to David.
Thanks, Roseanne. In a year marked by isolation, concern, and the unknown, we now have an opportunity to gather together as a community, virtually, but still together. And I hope you have an enjoyable experience, one that you find renewing, transformative, and inspirational, and ultimately one that highlights the benefits of coming together and communicating at the crossroads. On behalf of all the officers, I hope you have a wonderful time, and thanks for being here.